Thank you for the sub, Stellar Frog.
You're welcome.
Hi, Ooga Booga. Hello and welcome in. I am the average goob, and I almost just died. I just choked on my own spit. Would have been here sooner, but right was about to say something. Thought it was over. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Off the Rails Tech. How you doing this evening? And welcome in, Ooga Booga. And thank you again for the Prime sub, Stellar Frog. 8 months with a 6-month streak. That's making me feel old. Like I've been streaming for a long time now.
You are old now.
We're just old. But today we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about character stats and actually setting up my character. So, I prototyped some movement. I got things working a little bit in Godot, and I'm kind of liking the feel of it. I love how it just lagged there, but I've kind of got some like chasing stuff, messing with some enemy collision. Yeah, it's going pretty good. And I think this is a good little like base for at least movement and stuff. So I'm gonna start working on the actual character and getting some stats figured out. What I want to do for like the attributes and things that the player can level up with, and then just kind of like getting those on screen just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Gotta love that overlapping. I had to change the collisions so they weren't like being all weird over me. Yeah, so let's see. This was just a little bit of testing, a little bit of player here. We got very minimal scripting for the movement, which is actually nice. I found a way to normalize the input so that the character moves in the same speed in all directions. So I'll probably use this for the base and then just kind of go off of that. But I think I need to set up resources so that I can actually have the character stats. I'm really new to all this, so it's going to be a lot of Googling, a lot of leaning on AI to explain some things to me. But more importantly, a lot of docs. We're going to be looking in the docs quite a bit. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to figure out what I want for the character stats and get these defined. So I've just been looking at some of the RPG elements, different attributes. And just kind of see where it takes us. So far I have primary stats and secondary stats. Ooga Booga, you're gonna act like you understand Godot. You don't have to act like it. I don't act like it. One of these days I'll be good. I'll be good with it, but I'm in the learning phase and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's important to go through a learning phase. And I feel like streaming it is a little bit scarier than just doing it in my free time alone. So I enjoy sharing my process though. Hey, do nerdy nerds. Godot understands you. Oh, I bet it does. It knows who I am. Welcome in. Just rolling on in here. So for the primary character stats, we've got the level, the experience and experience required, available stat points, which is going to be distributed into the secondary stats. I've got health and max health, resource and max resource. So these are going to be different based on the class you play. So we've got stamina, rage, and then whatever else I decide for this. Probably going to be like stamina, rage, and then maybe patience. I'm just going to put that in here while I'm thinking about it. Got movement speed, base damage, so this can be modified, crit chance and evasion. Probably want to put in, let's do like a base defense too. Totally is scarier. I feel like such a fraud when I copy and paste code when I stream, which I do all the time. Off the rails, dude. That is exactly how it feels. I was actually just telling Stellar Frog today before stream. I feel like a fraud when I start working on a new project because everything's new, everything's like at the beginning of it. And it's like you can write a little bit of code, right? Like I could write this code, that's not hard. But then finding this, that was not easy. Like I copied code even for my old project. And then when I was doing the course, I understood what these mean, but it's like I couldn't write those from scratch yet. But as I build the project, then I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. But like starting out is so intimidating. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, two nerdy nerds. Um, it was a good weekend. Went to a Halloween party and my feet hurt. So I'm getting too old to be standing around for 5 hours at a party. I'm definitely feeling it. Got a little recovery going though. But I'm ready to take on the week. I'm ready to get started into this game. I want to get the character actually created. I want to start doing art for it. My iPad is just sitting there staring at me. I think most people go through this nowadays. I'm angry at myself if I'm writing my own code. Such inefficiency. Yeah, if you're not taking people's code, what are we doing? Like whoops. Got a new keyboard, but I was like off there. Those Kisa can code. The kids can code website. This has been like this is where I go to get my code. Um just like there we go, top down movement. Look at it. It tells you exactly what you need. Aiming
That's
with the
so
mouse,
cute.
click and move. No, there's no shame. I think developers understand that. That's what GitHub's for. That's why we have access to other people's code. That's why I do open source development. It's available for you. I learned by doing other languages from other people. It's that simple. And if you can't find it in the language you're doing it in, you can have AI convert it nowadays, which is amazing. Lewis so Sigma compared to Godot. My Godot. This isn't my Godot. Holy moly. From an analysis of 524 RPGs. What's your favorite attribute? Okay. This is a very extensive list. I was going to ask AI, but this person analyzed 524 RPGs, so I think that's our answer. Let's go ahead and pop this into sidebar. Close that. All right. Hey, Staff, welcome in. How are you doing? The Stellar Froggy avatar. Yeah, whenever she talks.
It bounces.
Zip attribute. Right? What was that about? Why was it sus? You saw that too, right? AP is a question mark too. How can no attribute be a thing? An RPG with no attributes? Where did it go? There it is. No, Zip didn't have the question mark. All right, let's see the top ones. We got strength. Yup. Uh, dexterity. Is that different than agility? Probably, yeah.
Looking at paintbrushes, and these ones are made from. Oh, never mind. It's synthetic squirrel hair. Why?
On squirrel hair. It's so coarse.
I bet it's soft.
Good. Just added kids can code to my game making favorites folder. Yeah, yeah. It's not like the most extensive list, but it does help. Also, while we're at it on adding things to your list, the game database UI, or hold on, let me redo that one. The game UI database.com, huge, huge. You can find whatever you want to find. Like, you want to find main menus, you can come in here and there's tons of main menus. You're like, oh, I can make this. It's amazing. Why so sus? Oh, like the Jokered or whatever his name is. All right. Strength, agility, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, luck. I feel like these are all great. But yeah, I think intelligence is good. We also want speed. We could probably do this over here. We got base speed. These are things that we can't, like, you can increase through the gameplay, but I don't want you to be able to add points to. So that's what these are going to be for. Manipulation, perfect. And then we'll do corporate stats. So these are things outside of the typical RPG. That maybe we can play into, like, the corporate lifestyle. That this will be what affects, like, performance and all that kind of stuff. So, performance. Charisma and fortitude. I think instead of fortitude we got vitality. Some of these, like constitution, I feel like goes under vitality, that kind of thing. I don't even see vitality in here. Ego. I don't want to get too much going in here. Like, I want the stats to make sense, but so like a corporate. Hmm. But how you guys doing? How's everyone doing today? How was your weekends? We made it through Monday together, so I think that's good. We got appearance. Wonder if merging corporate and secondary stats would simplify things. That's what I'm thinking too. And so maybe I can map like what I think corporate character stats would be. So like maybe intelligence, I don't know. Strength would be like workload capacity. Okay, okay. Okay, something like that might actually make more sense. Agility would be like mobility. Hmm. It's hard to think in a corporate sense. I'm not like in a corporate zone right now. I should have prepared for this. But yeah, I think just mapping these to corporate ones. So maybe we can add a couple of these in here. So like intelligence would be like your skill level? No. Knowledge. Agility would be your ability to get around the office. Maybe mobility. This seems like an accessibility. Sensitivity, maybe. What could be in place of agility? Dexterity, vitality. Maybe this is charisma. Your charisma is vitality. Oh, fitness. I like fitness level. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Man, I need to get a better cable management solution. I
Yeah,
was
me too.
gonna, I was like, oh, maybe while I'm down here, I can manage my cables, but I, I don't want to deal
I
with that.
mean, if you want to become an Italian chef.
Premium cord spaghetti made with love.
Agility and dexterity be the same. That's so I'm thinking like agility would be like your fitness level, right? And dexterity would be maybe your multitasking. What is that? Oh, this is pasta. It looked like a hand petting something and I wasn't quite sure.
It's a pasta hand getting more pasta.
Diet? Yeah, I think that would actually go well with fitness. Dexterity be your multitasking. Whatever bija means. Vitality, so like charisma. What is this? No! My computer's trying to connect to your keyboard. Don't you dare control my computer.
Accept it.
I like endurance.
Oh, I can't get to G Hub because my other keyboard is unplugged. Oh, it's already up. Okay, never mind. I got this.
I like ego. Goob grabbing pasta in his sleep. Alright, calm down. Calm down there. It's only happened one time. Alright, you don't have to call me out on it. That's funny. Are those really the free tier emotes? You guys are lucky. Those are premium emotes for free. I think I got a couple in there actually. We can have cool creativity. So creativity. Oh, this is a good idea, Bernardo. This is a good idea. Setting the secondary character stats to be just the corporate ones. All right. That's the combo. Someone used it in our chat last stream. They copy this and then it's copy pasta. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, and it's a global emote. That's funny. All right. What else we got here? We got influence. Influence would be interesting. Maybe instead of vitality, charisma. I think charisma. I guess the more charismatic you are. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a salesperson. Reasoning. What's the other one I'm trying to think of? Like trying to convince somebody. Oh, I like awareness. Brains, coordination. Manipulation. Just seeing you add all these stats and I'm panicking preemptively for you. That's why I suggested merging them. Yeah, yeah. Well, I figured I'd probably cut down on some of it too. But I'm thinking like Survivor style stuff are gonna be these, like the movement, base damage, defense, crit, evasion, and speed. Oh, I already have movement speed. Look at that, we can cut one out. Communication. Yes, yeah, like persuasion. Let's spell persuasion. Well, I got this. Persuasion. That's not how you spell persuasion. That's not how you spell persuasion. Oh god, it doesn't look like a word anymore. How do you spell persuasion? Oh god, it is. I don't like this word.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It doesn't look like a word. I spelled it right, and now I'm scared. Patrick Persuasey. That's a great name. Okay, I think this is good, right? We got strength, agility, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, luck, and persuasion. Oh, we need something for sneakiness. You're going to be sneaking through the office sometimes. That's the influence. Cool. Composure. Composure. Prowess. What are different names for prowess? Thesaurus. Mastery. It's that skill where you learn how to show as online on Slack, even though you're not at the computer. That's the sneaky skill. But what's the name for it? Genius? Your genius level? Okay, we got prowess. Boldness. Spirit.
Cunning,
Cunning?
cleverness, deviousness. I like
Crafty.
cunning. Cunning sounds like a stat, right?
Yeah, cunning. Tricky. Crafty. Manipulative. Inventive. Foxy. Vulpine.
Stealth,
Just do stealth. Your quiet quit level. Savvy.
sneakiness.
Sly. Savvy's not in the same as cunning and sneaky, right?
I feel like cunning or stealth.
Deceit. Oh, deception. Deceptive. There we go. Quick-witted's also pretty cool, even if it's not for this skill. Well, I do like wit. I see that in here. Sly. I do kind of like wit. That doesn't even, I don't even, that's just its own thing. I was gonna compare it to something. Sly, see, I like sly. Deceptive, cunning. Really, similar to deceptive. Cheating, your cheat level. Sincerity, maybe? No. It's not. Oh, that would be interesting. Doing like Fable, like the reputation bars. where it's like it can be more one side or the other side. What about specious? Wit is decent. Yeah, I like wit. Kind of like sly, cunning, scheming. Your scheme level. What is specious? What in the specious is? I don't know what specious means.
Suspicious.
Superficially plausible, but actually wrong. Okay, hold on, hold on. Misleading in appearance, especially misleading attractive. That's pretty funny. Specious. Suspicious. You lolled. I mean, I could do sauce, but I like cunning. I think we're gonna go with cunning. But I feel like wit and cunning are kind of the same thing, no? All right, so I'll just keep those on the same level. The higher this is, the more sneaky you are, the more chance you're going to be able to outwit. I like that. And then leadership. See, this is where instead of charisma, see leadership. Oh, and there's cunning right there. Are you reading ahead on this list? Now what? What are you gonna do? All right, and then IQ. I feel like IQ. What is I? How do you even spell IQ out? Intelligence quotient. That's just intelligence. Let's be real. So knowledge. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is actually really good. There are so many, and if anybody wants this list here, you probably don't want it, but I'm gonna save it. Let's put this in my notes. Under, no, inspiration. There we go, lists. RPG Codex. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's do complete tangent. But are you an auto battler? Oh my gosh. I love auto battling games. I really almost that was gonna be my game. I really thought about it. Um there's this one auto battler games. It just came out. Just came out. Oh gosh, I don't know what it is. There's like an RPG one. I think I told you about it.
Are you talking to me?
You could. I mean, if you remember what the game was called,
What are you talking about?
there it is. No, it's fine. I was talking to Bernardo. Tales and Tactics. Mechabellum? No. Tales and Tactics. Absolute unit of a game. If anybody, yeah, if you're into these, yes, I'm an enjoyer of auto battlers. What's the tangent? I'm all about it. You should try it. If you do like auto battlers, definitely give it a shot.
I got my keyboard set up. It feels so high quality.
This is a nice keyboard.
I just need I need the wrist rest. I'm too used to it. I need it.
Oh, it's been fine for me because I don't use one at work. I just have I do have like this mat though. It's not like
Oh,
cushioned.
I don't use one at work, but my keyboard at work. Kind of
Yeah,
thin.
same.
Super thin.
This one's pretty thin, but yeah, it has a little bit of a raise on it.
Sorry. I was playing with the volume wheel and it scared me.
I learned of a game today, and it's become the thing I want most in the world in like 5 minutes. The Bazaar? What is this? Yo, Granger! Holy moly, 5 months? Thanks for the sub, Granger. Welcome in. Sheesh. How you doing tonight? I just
There's
got
a
introduced to a game that I don't think this video is going to show me any gameplay. Oh, here we go. Was this a card battler? Like an auto battler card game?
I like the animations.
It is very pretty.
Is that like the 2D, 3D?
I think that might have just been straight up 3D. No? Better in recovery mode from your chest cold? Oh man, I'm glad you're on the recovery side of it. I saw you canceled stream. Seriously, Granger, one of these days I'm gonna get in there so I can sub since you won't let me sub offline. It's not really cards, you make a hero build. I'm interested. It's a deck building game. Sorry, I don't know what that website was. Should I just go to their website? Well, hold on. It said what? The first free-to-play hero builder? First. Deny. Mwahaha. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. So you select a hero and then you deck build around them, and it's... Do they fight? This is interesting. It has very board game vibe.
Yeah, I like the art and like the UI.
Yeah. You should be
It's
back at
pretty
it for
cool.
Wednesday stream? Hell yeah, dude. Voice might be a bit raw though. Yeah. I kind of lost like I lost my voice, or like my throat hurt a little bit. Went to a party and just like felt like we were all talking like up here. It was so loud and I lost some of my voice. Hopefully not getting sick. Okay, this is pretty cool. When does this come out? Do they... Oh, here we go. Beta begins October 30th. Oh my gosh, it's 2 days away. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's gonna be cool. That's what happens when you drink too much. Oh my gosh, yeah. Everybody was like drunk. We arrived like an hour after the party started, and I feel like it was already started, if you know what I'm saying.
The drinks were strong.
They were so strong.
I had two, and I was good for 5 hours. I don't know what I want to do.
Right? I was thinking the same thing, Granger. Bernard was up late. Just laying in bed, kicking his little feet, just laughing at the stream, like, hee. Just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and change this. We're going to create the player. We're gonna do character body. I'm gonna call it player, no? You're doing some game dev. No, you're not allowed to work on your game outside of stream. What are you doing? Enjoying some gooby vibes. Thank you. I'm glad that you can enjoy some gooby vibes. But if you're getting sick, make sure you get plenty of rest.
I've heard people say that gooby vibes are the best medicine.
What? That's true. I don't get sick that often. I think I've been sick like 5 times in my life. You gotta be a goob. That's the secret. I'm always a goob. Hey, Valinir, welcome in. The gooby vibes are pretty good. Yeah, they are. How you doing? Yo, Champy Jack. Gooby vibes are average? Only in this stream are they average. I gotta set a baseline.
You are the average goob, but the gooby vibes are immaculate.
Oh. Immaculate goob vibes. No, you're not allowed to catch what everybody else has. Celine was sick. She was all wrapped up in a blankie.
Oh.
The C and D vitamins. Yeah. It's amazing how many vitamins of the C are in what is it called? Airborne. There's so much vitamin C in there. No, Champy, no. In the channel title. Oh yeah, only goobs allowed in here. The average goob times is what makes us appreciate the stellar goob times.
Oh.
Wow, that is so insightful.
This is the stellar goob now. More than average.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know how to animate sprites and do all that stuff. I don't even know what the player is gonna contain, but I know they're gonna have at least a base sprite. So I'm gonna keep this base sprite. What is this saying? This node has no shape. There we go, shaping again. Or shape shaming. Time to update the channel name. No. It's mechanics prototyping. Oh, you mean instead of the average goob, it's the stellar goob. Well, it could be. I mean, I did start because of her, so.
I'm not always here though. I mean, I'm always here. I'm not always present, you know?
She's there, but she's not there. So when I'm doing collision, should I go with a rectangle or a circle? I feel like I should go with a circle for a player. And then you do it like that, so you can do like... Is there a capsule? Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Thank you. But what if I wanted it to be like this? Is this still a capsule? A kid. Animation player, animated sprite. See, but I want to do an animation player, right? With an animation tree, maybe? I don't really know how to do that. Because I want a state machine. And I think that's the animation tree. I'm just setting up the character. I'm not actually gonna add things to it quite yet. If you use the Godot icon for every texture, your game becomes 200% better. Where is that? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if I go like this, now we have a game. Use the tree for a visual state machine. I've never used it before. I've never used it. Where's the animation tree? Ah, animation. There we go. You see me navigate them docs? You think I've used them a couple times before? That's a chody capsule. That's what I was going for. It's no longer a capsule, it's a chode. The player will be short and thick. Use a player as a state machine. Can you? Because like I know that you can have multiple animations and stuff, but what would you use the tree for? What kind of... Oh, get out of there. So what needs to be part of this? No root animation. Is it under... That's what I was going to look up. How to do it. I have no idea what needs to be in there. Animation nodes from a linked animation player. Oh, so you can blend them. Okay, that's actually really nice. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wait. Can I bring in skeletal meshes from 2D or no? Is this just 3D? 2D skeletons. What? Wait a second. Okay, this is the route we're going. This is what we're doing. I now know what I'm going to do with my player. Oh my gosh, you can actually do skeleton animation. I thought I was going to have to use spine for this. That's why I was learning spine. Oh my gosh, what?
You just do the animations right in Godot.
I guess so.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, oh no. Oh no, we're being raided. Seto, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Seto, how was stream? I feel like every time you raid in, I'm doing documentation reading. I swear I'm working on my project.
Reading docs is important.
Oh yeah, so implementing cosmetics and stuff will get messy real quick with the animation tree. Okay, well we're doing skeletal for sure. Oh wow, okay, RGB game, oh, let me try again. RGB Productions Games, welcome in. Sonic, welcome in. Me, Megatron, welcome in. Is it me or Megatron? I don't know. Deflux, I recognize you, welcome in. All right, I'm trying to catch up. Looks ready for release. Okay, all right, I'm not reading that anymore. Falonier rated in from Seto 2. That's so funny. Welcome in, Falonier. Thank you for the follow. Kensh, hold on, let me try this. Kensh Crixie. Kensh Crixie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Me, Megatron, thank you for the follow. We hit our 790 follower goal. Arbitrary goals set by Twitch. Congratulations and thank you, everyone.
Wow. What are you gonna do for 800 followers?
800 followers. I'll wear my costume on Thursday's stream. Finally, my computer's free from the OBS CPU cycle. Whoa, what was happening with OBS? Also, welcome in, Seto. Just call me Mags. All right, Mags. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the hydrate as well. I am now average goob 2. Look at me. I'm average goob 2. Ah, welcome, welcome. I am totally creating my player and I'm learning how to do stuff. For those of you that don't know who I am the average goob. I introduced myself at the beginning of the stream before I actually start the stream, so people will never know who I really am. But I am working on a game called Rise of the Intern, and I wrote a 35-minute read for a game design document. Oh, hold on a second. I rated in from Seto's stream. Okay, I heard myself talking. I was lurking. But anyways, Rise of the Intern is a 2D survivors-like RPG that I'm working on. And it took me like 2 weeks to write this game design document, so I have to make the game now. But I've made other games before using Game Maker. I have this website called Average Game Studio, where you can see a list of all of my games. And my most recent one, Alchemist, was made in Godot. It was my first game in Godot. And I had a lot of fun. I learned how to do the UI stuff. I learned how to do 2D player stuff, physics, I guess. First time really doing that. But I've been making games since I was like 14, and I have a ton of games on here. Most of these were in game jams, if not all of them, as a matter of fact. So I'm working on my first game outside of a game jam, and I feel like the progress is going really slow because I'm used to having a game already after 2 days, and now it's been 2 weeks, and I'm just now getting into it. It's hard to write every time you have to rush to close OBS so you can hear. Oh my gosh. Do you have another gamer name? Everybody is hesitant about my name, but 99% of the streamers say it correctly. Am I part of the 99%, or did I mess it up, Kench? Spot Monk, welcome in. And now I'm the goob. No, you guys can't all be the goobs. You can be a goob. Because only goobs are allowed in the stream. Goobicus. Goobicus is a great name. Jeez, Mags. It's almost 2 a.m. Go get some sleep. You don't have to stay around here. But if you want to leave my stream up, I'm cool with that. I'll lull you to sleep.
Read docs. It's like a bedtime story.
In this case, we don't need to rotate the bone. Coincidentally, the jaw points right in the sprite. But in case you need to, feel free to do it again. And everybody slept after all. You have me audible while streaming? Yeah, Seto, I don't stream my computer audio. I have everything routed so you don't hear it. Do you want to hear my desktop audio? It's quiet. Ooh, I need to jump into 11 Labs and make my own voice. I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe scary. But yeah, when you guys came in, I was actually just looking. I didn't realize Godot had built-in 2D skeleton animation, so I know what I'm going to be doing for my sprites now. I was actually kind of concerned because I thought I was going to have to go like this route and make little nubby guys and then just pre-animate them or something, and they weren't going to be fun and stuff. But just like in Key the Board Warrior, you can have different hairstyles. I call them hairmits. Uh, and then I was able to attach different mugs, and then like I could have swapped out the keyboard if I wanted to, but I didn't get enough time to actually build onto that game. So I was like, oh, it'd be cool to make something a little bit more complicated. Like I was trying spine animations with 2D, but I found out you have to build Godot with spine animations or something. Like that doesn't seem like fun. This game was completely animated through code, so I didn't really do any animations except for like the Kraken tentacles and stuff. I didn't know you could do skeleton animations. That's so exciting.
It was really cool.
So I'm gonna have to bookmark this so that I can save that and learn that. Animation through code is so fun, right? Because you can spend hours doing something that would take you minutes. um, but yeah, this stream started with me doing some character stats, so I'm setting up the character and probably a resource for the stats so that it's easy to swap these out. I did say your name right, Kench. Kench Crixie. Sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons name. I don't know how you can spare that level of attention. Well, I mean, I'm not diagnosed or anything, but my attention span can be split, and then I refocus, and then it just disappears again. That's what game dev's all about. You get to do that with every project. Oh yeah. I think this is fine for now. Let's do an area 2D. These are gonna be separate collisions. I'm just gonna set these up. I know I'm gonna need these. I did that with my last one. Do a collision shape. Get out of your animation thing. We don't need you. All right. This will be for like maybe collecting things. Let's do collection area. Collection shape 2D. Make this unique. I know probably don't have to make this unique, but let's do base collision, base sprite. All right. Skeletons are certainly an unironic game changer. Oh, I know. Like, I wanted to integrate with Spine, but I was sad to find out that it wasn't easy after I just spent all that time learning. But I would be interested in seeing how this can do that. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little tutorial on it though, because I think that's like the best way. It's also easier to do like appearance changes and character skins and stuff when you do that, because then you can just swap them out. Yeah, you get stuck with all the shiny things when you're working on stuff, Granger. Me too. Ada's your Tron OC, turn interactive chatbot channel mascot. Mags, I think I've heard that you were a streamer. I think I've heard this. I'm gonna follow you. Hopefully that's cool. Because that sounds interesting. She's your program looks a lot like me. Her voice sounds like me. That's kind of scary though. If you haven't checked out Animancer, you should check that out for coding animations. Animancer. Animancer. This is for Unity. Yes, Kingdom Hearts. This playlist is amazing. It's DMCA free lo-fi, covers of video game music. It's by Slowfi. Take those skeletons out of your closet. No. Oh, of course that's their first screenshot. That's funny. I know that you meant this for Seto, Granger. That's pretty cool though. No, not Boo Unity. We don't engine shame around here. I've used all of them. I've used Unreal. I've used UDK. As a matter of fact, you can't see it back there, but there's like 3 UDK books. That's what I learned in college. I've used Unity, of course. I've used Game Maker. I've used RPG Maker of all sorts. Started out with I started out with XP, but I ended up making a game in like 2K3 and stuff. I've used the one on PlayStation for RPG Maker. I've done RPG in a box, which I think is a Godot or something, maybe Unity. I've used Construct. I've used them all. And right now Godot is getting my attention. I haven't heard about Mags. Shame on me. No, I said I heard about Mags. I'm surprised my name and reputation has traveled that far along the grapevine. I mean, if you know Seto, then we already know each other, right? You came from Seto's channel. I'm in Seto's channel all the time. I'm like the only person that doesn't throw things at him. And we're concussion buddies, so
Concussion buddies.
yeah, I don't remember how, but we are. What do I like about Godot? What's up, C's? Um, what do I like about Godot? Everything's there. I feel like I haven't discovered all the nodes and stuff, but I feel like every time I'm looking for what I need, it's in here. But the biggest thing that I love about this so far, and of course I found out that Unity has its own UI system that's based on like kind of like HTML, CSS, which I'm a web dev, so I'm gonna have to go explore Unity 6. As a matter of fact, I installed Unity 6 recently, so I'll have to go check that out. But I love the UI, containers, and controls, and it is absolutely amazing. Like I can set up like buttons and have all these styles, and I feel like I'm a web dev. I like just setting all this stuff just seems so intuitive. I came from Game Maker and I started making my first game in Godot. Everything was just like I want to do this, and then I found it like pretty fast. Their docs are great. It's easy to get up and like start prototyping your game. I feel like just for this, just to get this player to move around like this and stuff, I didn't really have to do that much. Like check this out. This is all the code to make the player move. That's it. I don't even there's no scroll here. It's just this. And I don't even need this part. That was for debugging. Look at that. That's all I need. And I just love how simple it is. And if you know C sharp, you can do way more with it. But anyways, hope you have a good night, Mags. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit, and I'll try to catch one of your streams. I'm hoping you stream while I'm working so that I have more co-working streams to watch. I don't feel dead. No, don't do that. Go get some sleep. Have a good morning. Unity 6 is looking good so far. Just be wary of the memory leak. You're right. I'm gonna wait for that to finish before I start exploring it a little bit more. It's scary, especially if you're streaming it and your stream just crashes all of a sudden. It's like, oh, okay, bye. Actually useful docs. That's some dark magic. I know, right? Like you would think the docs would be bad, but no, these are great docs. And then like let me find what it is. Courses. This one. The guy who wrote the docs actually has something called GD Quest, and I'm going through his course stuff right now. But this is how I learned GD script. You can learn GD script from nothing, and I feel like it's too intro for me because it's teaching me like core coding concepts, which I already know. But it taught me in Godot, which was really nice. And this whole thing is built in Godot. So it is really cool. Like it is really cool to see what you can do with it. And the fact that this is all built in Godot and it's like its own web app is pretty sick. Um,
That
but
is cool.
yeah, exactly. And you get to like work in Godot while learning Godot, so you kind of get an intro to it right there. And it's a little expensive for his courses. I feel like I'd rather go to Udemy and get some courses, but I did buy his courses because this is the person who wrote the docs. I feel like if I can't learn something from him, then what am I doing? Yeah, the docs are very useful so far, and it gives you like everything you need. Like, look, I can get this Godot bot pieces. You can download the complete PNG, and then it shows you how to set it up. Like, this is more tutorial than docs. I love it. Just want it to do more, Godot. I know, but that's why it's open source. You can make it do more. Not that I'll probably be doing anything extra with Godot. I'll be using it for what it's used for. Been running into the same issue. It seems it's something to do with the text and labels not releasing from memory, so it just recreates them. Is that only on runtime in Unity, or is that like when you're just building the UI? Right.
8 o'clock already.
How is it 8 o'clock already? What happened?
I don't know.
Wait, do I just make this a new resource? Okay. Wait, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Is this right? How do I create how do I create a resource? Is this correct? I haven't done this in a while. Create a new resource, and you attach something to it. Last name, character stats, right? Oh, it's when the builder's open. That's scary. Right, right. Having a community that can wander over and look through the source code anytime helps with the docs. I think it helps with keeping the game engine features like modern and up to date too, especially if people are actually contributing to it. That's a good question off the rails. Yeah, what would you want Godot to do that it doesn't do? The things for the report email. Yeah, hopefully they actually do something. So the primary stats. I'm gonna put these up on the other monitor so that I can see them. Mostly things in terms of deeper roots of infrastructure that they're starting to build nowadays with consoles and other platforms. There's multitudes of little things. Just being a younger engine, right? Godot is it's relatively new. It is relatively new compared to like Unity or Unreal or anything like that. Experience. 0. What did I mess up? Oh, nothing. Hey, you know what? 2 things for the report emails. That's worth something. You take that to court and be like, listen, this is what I told them. Does it even tell you what you said to them? Do yeah, it's just auto message. I think I'm gonna do an export on these two. I know they're core stats, but I feel like if I was creating a new character, I can quickly like iterate through these. Let's do health. Don't worry about the order of this. I'm doing health and health max instead of max health. Is that right? I do that when I'm doing like game maker stuff. I put them like backwards so they kind of stay together. Let's do resource float or source name string equals stamina. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. I probably can't call this resource. You know what? I'm going to call it energy. I think that makes more sense because stamina is going to be one of them, like stamina. Also, in the technical aspect, I need to take in and analyze multiple audio sources and couldn't find a way at the current build I had tried. 4 point whatever this is freaking amazing. 4.3. Like I started with 4.0. Like I didn't even touch 3.5 or anything like that. And even from 4.0, maybe it was just 4.2 to 4.3 was huge, and like the improvements with the tiles and just like everything's been great. Even migrating my project to 4.3 was easy and straightforward. I had to change a couple things. But it was like it was a treat. But yeah, like you gotta use the engine that works for you and for your project. Like I could technically use Game Maker for this project if I wanted to. I'm not doing anything that I don't think I couldn't do in Game Maker. But I'm having fun with Godot, and I'm using this as just another reason to keep learning it. And I'm trying to make games a little bit more efficiently too for when I want to mod them. And since this is like a long-term project, I don't want to get stuck where like Archimist, I had to refactor so many things if I wanted to keep building it. But that's because it's my first game. And so you just kind of learn, you move on, you build your next game. But I've got a whole game design document for this one that I'm hoping will help me drive whatever I want to make here. But yeah, and I think like the node-based system is awesome. That's why I like this, the packed scenes or like a prefab in Unity and stuff, I think are way more important to me than what Game Maker has to offer. Like I love being able to like package a little sprite up here, and then I can go to like I can go to my scene, and when I open this up, like this enemy character, they're all just basically prefabs, and I can go in and edit that for everybody. And like if I wanted to change their collision, for instance, I just learned about capsules being, I love that it made it sideways. That's funny. But I just learned about like capsules being the thing I probably want to do. Also, why did it do that? Shouldn't this be like vertical? What? Anyways, so like if I want to do that, it affects all of them. So now if I go to the test scene, like there we go. And this may actually be a better collision setup. They're just stacked. Okay, so that may not be a better setup. I don't know. Look at them snapping into place. But like, I'm like, oh gosh, no, I don't want that. I go back to my circle, just like that. Now everybody's changed. Beware the wall. Beware. Yeah, so I got them following me. I can't outrun them. They're just strategically placed. Oh, careful the shape you guys are making over there. All right. So That's why I like the pack scene and being able to do something like that. Like Unity and Godot both do that, and I really like that. It goes the same person that gets unauthorized sudo commands. The emails from when you're submitting bugs. Nobody was paying attention if you didn't call to it. What? There were little red plus signs, which goes against the Geneva Convention, so I can't have that in my game. I gotta make sure they don't form pluses. Gotta stay within the laws.
That's not the symbol that I thought you were gonna be talking about.
Was there another one that I didn't see?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't think you'd be talking about a plus symbol.
It was a red plus. It wasn't a white background though, so we're safe. Why, Sonic? What were you talking about? Let's do energy max. I'm just kidding. I saw what it was about to make. What do you think I said? Yeah, float. What am I doing for the players? I gotta pull that script back up. 400. It was funny. I was looking away and then you call it and I get it. You know what? I didn't do it. That was runtime. Okay, so I guess movement speed is gonna be, I need a max speed too. Move speed max. Probably do like that for now. We'll just keep it double. I spent hours trying to find a pick of productivity program UI. It's a desk or more so an office. Trying to find a pick of productivity program UI. Productivity. Hold on. We've got this thing here. Have you looked through here? Game UI database. Is this what you're looking through? I'm gonna post it in chat. Or are you talking like an actual thing? Oh, it's from a productivity program. Okay, yeah, you're probably not gonna find that in the game UI database. It was from the 90s, designed before everyone had a computer. Interesting. What are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for? Why are you looking for it? Someone could easily confuse a video game for real life medical help. Yeah, exactly. Should use the same rules around trademarks. If it's unrelated, then you can reuse it. Audi can have an A5, and Apple can have an A5 chip because no one will confuse one from the other. Yeah, that's okay. Off the rails tech. I never actually thought about what the reasoning for it being part of the Geneva Convention and what that is, but it does make sense. Like in times of war and when somebody's like seeking medical attention or something, like you don't want your products to be confusing. So they set like a requirement, like if it's a medical supply, it's going to be exactly the red cross on the white background. It's like you can't use that. Like if you look in video games, they'll have like green crosses, um, or even like a white cross on like a green, or like use green for health instead of red, and usually safe. You programmed it though, so I guess that's on you. No, it's not, Granger. No, it's not. Look. The character, the enemies, they have a mind of their own. They go after the player and they keep themselves at a distance. I had nothing to do with where they went. This is all engine. That's all right. Base damage. Hey, the Captain Coder, welcome in. I see you brought your goob goob with you. Thank you for the 10 biddies. How you doing, man? It's good to see you streaming again. Been enjoying having you while I'm working.
You were watching him today.
I was watching him today. I got caught. Got to put my favorite emote in there. Caught. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, man. You did the sub for 6 months thing. You got to use it. You got to distract me and make sure I don't actually work on a video game. That's your goal as a subscriber, even a follower these days. They got a lot of power over me. Like I said, if we hit the 800 followers, we're 10 followers away. I'll wear a costume on Thursday for a Halloween stream. I've been teasing the Halo all week. I was gonna.
Good costume.
Oh, it's a great costume. I love it. It's a little goofy, but um, I was gonna do like a financial goal, but I'm like, I don't want their money. Like this isn't. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to learn. But like money is nice. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll take follows. Master Chief Halo? No, Angel. Angel Halo. There you go, Staff. Just draw it from memory and then workshop it. I also like the idea for your game. If you find it, I mean, you can make it a motivational poster too. We got base defense. Oh, no spaces. Also, I shouldn't be 100. We're gonna start these out low. Is 1 too low? Am I calling this dodge or evasion? We'll do dodge chance. Master Chief Halo, a Gordon Ramsay costume with an energy sword. Master Chef Halo.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Or you could do Doom Guy,
That is not the costume, though.
like Hell's Kitchen. Making a stats dictionary. I mean, is it a dictionary? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm setting up a resource. Where is it? So I'm setting up this resource so that I can create characters easier. And then I also want to be able to save them and stuff. So I think this is the route to go. I'm trying to take Foolbox's advice. Also, I'm going to do this shout out for Seto. For anybody that doesn't know who he is. They rated earlier, but like everybody that was here already knew who Seto was, right? But I'm going to do a shout out without rating him, and hopefully there's no panic caused by that. But they're Unity. They're indie dev. I was gonna say developer, but they're indie dev. I was gonna say game design. They're indie dev. They're doing it all. So if you like to support indie game devs, go ahead and drop them a follow. Him and his son stream daily, it seems. So, and his son's an AI robot, which starts to make me think that maybe Seto's an AI put on this planet to become friends with all of us and slowly take over. I'm just kidding. Am I? Yeah, I'm just
Who
kidding.
knows?
Sassy son of a bot. Exactly. But yeah, I love hanging out over there too. The Captain Coder's also a great streamer. Awesome guy. Does Unity work. I've seen him work in Godot though. Don't let him fool you. He's part of the cult. Not a cult, sorry. Granger Devs is a streamer. They're awesome. They're just sick right now, so send them some good vibes so they can start streaming again so I can actually sub. Let's get the secondary stats. I probably don't have to export all these, but I want to. Honestly, I think everybody in here is an indie dev, and I think that's really cool. Fitness. This is the agility. Dang, I was really hoping that doing a tab would like put these all aligned together. I'm not gonna worry about that. I've been known to dabble in Godot. I know, and you're really freaking good at just whatever you pick up and do, Captain Coder. Like, I love that about your learning process. Just like watching you is inspiring to the process. Like, the fact that you need docs and not a video is like, I'm a very visual needs to do it kind of guy, but watching you and how you process things, I kind of like, what is that? I osmosis it. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
I learned from osmosis. And now it's like I feel like I can search docs just a little bit better, paying attention. I feel like I'm in class. Reading the fucking manual. RTFM. It does take a lot of practice. Um, but it's like when you're developing something, you kind of forget that there is time involved. And then, because especially when you work with clients all the time, you're being pushed to do things as fast as you possibly can. And it's like you forget that they're paying you for all this knowledge you have, which is funny because I just typed in knowledge. And it's like they're paying for the end result, not the process, but they love to see the process. And I always forget the process takes time. The work must be done. It definitely does, Sonic. It does help seeing other people's methods because then you can kind of tailor yours around it, or you can be like, wow, I'm doing this completely wrong. Maybe I should rethink how I'm doing stuff. Like watching Fullbox set of resources, and of course he came in here and told me that I should be using resources for things, but like you don't realize it until you see why. At least I don't. Like I need to see a why. I'm a questioner. But once I understand why, I'm like, okay, I should do that.
I think it's because, you watch other people who are experienced and like they already went through the learning process, so they already know what works best for them.
Exactly.
It's like don't reinvent the wheel.
The number of times I've had that conversation with the CEO in my day job. I have that conversation on every project I do, Granger. Every project. They want to see the end result today. So that's why I started using Figma. I'm like, you want to see it? And then I have to struggle like making it. Hey, Cosmic Crossway, thank you for the follow. Oh no, 9 more follows. I'm gonna have to wear a sexy Halloween costume. Use that term loosely.
Was not expecting you to say that.
All right. This is what I was working on. I was getting these character stats in there. Oh my. but I want it now. You tell your students they should read the manual. I hope years from now they'll laugh at that. Reading the friendly manual. I learned that from my dad. The RTFM, like when I was learning how to fix cars and stuff. Couldn't tell you how to fix a car today. But if there's a manual, not the guy, but like a manual, then I should be okay. All right. I have a question. How can I reference the character stats in the player? How do I import this so I can use the stats in the player? Oh, okay, hold on a second. Captain Coder's accountant? No, thank you for the follow. That seems sus. That seems sus. Was that just now made? Captain Coder, fancy seeing you here. There's no way. There's no way.
What is going on here?
Oh my gosh, that account was created in 2012? There is a way. Thanks for your help with the ISP stuff. What is going on? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I've never seen the show. Am I in the Twilight Zone? You're also a why seeker in that way? Yeah, Seto. Yeah, I think it's important to ask why. The other day you found out that so many people can't imagine things like seeing with their eyes closed. It was an eye opener. Oh, that's funny. Well, welcome in, Captain Coder's accountant, if that's not the same person. Is there an Among Us? Among Us. I don't have an Among Us emote. Sad. I'm definitely a real person. Okay, I believe that. I believe that.
Might be a real person, but are you the same person?
Oh, the real questions are being asked. They have to be a real person. They're Captain Coder's accountant. Okay. How do I Godot? How to attach resource to I'll just attach resource. It is definitely a possibility. You know, I've never seen you and Captain Coder in the same room, so I guess. Well, wait, you're both in the same room now. Well, that debunks that. Oh, I know how to do it. Okay. All right. In the players. Okay. At import. Dang, I thought I. Okay. Export. Let's stats. Character. Stats. Eh? Oh, hold on. I need var. Eh? Did I do it? Could not find character stats in current scope. Okay. It's too obvious to be true. I know. I'm stumped, but you know what? I believe him. However, Captain Coder's accountant did follow after I said I was going to wear a sexy Halloween costume for Halloween. Hmm. Also, I am going to participate in No Shave November, so get a good look at it now. Whatever I grew over the past 6 months is just going to go away.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna go clean shaven?
Oh, yeah. That one's curling pretty nice. Look at that. I've never done this outside of the mirror, so you're welcome, everyone. I'm going to keep it like that now. Let's test him. Ask him something only an accountant would know. I don't know what accountants know.
What's your favorite number? Quick.
What is your favorite accounting software? Boom. I know what the answer isn't. What's Captain Coder's social? That was a good one. That was a good one. 7. Well, they did answer really fast.
Why? Why is it 7?
Because that's how many zeros they got in their
Explain
bank.
it.
Boom. Hey, Deli. Welcome in.
My favorite number is 8, but I couldn't explain it. I just like that number.
If he says QuickBooks, it's fake. Exactly.
I'll give them hints.
Let's see if the Captain Coder's receptionist comes in. Well, then we know it's fake. Captain Coder works alone. I have 7 zeros, but nothing in front of them. Oh no. I got the perfect emote for that. Sad. Huh. Hey, Finnis. Finnis fine. Welcome in. Raiding with Seto while you're at the gym? Likely story. I love your little nodders. That's great. That sounds probably weird. Anybody that's not on Twitch. I like your little nodders.
It is cute though.
Uh. All right, I've got a question. How do I import this? Match a script. Okay. Can you assign a script to a resource? No, that's what I already did. She's a great artist. She deserves more work. Who made it for you? Oh, we got an ad break. I asked that right when the ads came up. Hopefully you're a Turbo user like me. I have established the nickname Turbo Goop around the place.
Around the place.
Called Catstar 101. Yeah, they definitely did a good job on that. I've seen a lot of your emotes, especially when I'm hanging out there. I love that that one day you were like, you were gonna raid me, and I raided you, and I was like, ha, Uno reverse. Oh. Okay. Okay, we do at export. Let's do stats as resource. I keep forgetting var. Do this. What does this do? Oh, I figured it out. I clicked 3 screens on this resource video and I figured it out.
You did it. Good job.
Thank you.
You feel accomplished?
I do. Did I do it right though?
Did you do the proper way?
I don't think I did. Export var entity resource is entity resource. How did they load those up though? I'll get you back, don't worry. No. No, that wasn't for retaliation. Turbo Goop. No, 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 no. The Captain Coder, it's Turbo Goob. It sounds like something this you used to clean your hands. Turbo Goop. Get it now. In stores near you. So does that make you a stellar Turbo Goob? No, just still average. I'm just the average goob. Thought you were. I am the average goob. The average goop. uh, ooh, off the rails tech. Thank you for the stretch.
I heard that.
Oh, okay. Stellar frog for the goob stand. Thank you so very much.
I don't know why you keep acting like you don't like it.
I love standing.
Did your mic touch your nose?
No.
It looked like it did.
Oh, armpit's a little sweaty. Don't worry about that. All right. Not that you were standing for hours the other night. I know. That's. I know.
Oh yeah, you might not be able to stand too long today.
Stretch. We're stretching. Captain Coder loves stretching. I see him do it all the time. I've learned how to stretch from the Captain Coder. Get those wrists nice and stretched out. Do your Kamehamehas. My gosh, both my wrists popped.
Dang.
I learned to stretch from the manual. Awesome. That's great. It had to have pictures though, right? Or did you just read it? There was a time before pictures. Yeah. Oh.
I bet the first person to like develop a photograph went crazy.
Oh.
But they were so excited, like, oh my god, it worked.
They're just like, wow, it worked.
Have you heard of that effect? I don't know what it's called, but it's like a natural phenomenon where you need like a little pinhole or something, and it like I don't know how to
It refracts
explain
the
it.
light to create
Yeah,
the object.
not it'll like a scene. Like if you have a window and there's a little pinhole, it'll like whatever's outside the window will reflect onto the wall upside down.
Oh.
I don't know what it's called though.
Hey, meow, meow. Hold on, I got this. I know it's military. Hold on. Meowletary. I did it. Welcome in. I just looked up all the bones in the dictionary to reconstruct stretching as a concept. Oh my gosh. What even is stretching? Why are we stretching our bones out?
Oh, it's called camera obscura.
It sounds like a spell.
Kind of. It's a natural phenomenon when rays of light passing through a small hole into a dark space form an image on whatever surface they hit, an inverted image. Oh,
Hey,
it's
Captain
it's
Coder.
it's upside down and reversed. They put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Thank you for the 10 bits and the lurk. Go enjoy dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Tell your accountant I said hi. Okay, how is this working? How are they doing this? How are they connecting them? Extends character body. Resource. Extends resource. Entity. Resource. Sends character body. Export var entity resource. This doesn't make any sense. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, okay. All right. I just figured you're the same person. Now we'll know. Face down and reverse. Sounds like a remix of face down, ass up. Well, but it's with images, Yogi. Welcome in. Talking about using light. Also gonna be lurking for a bit. Keep my cat company while I'm gone. Okay, I will. Time for my daily scheduled fresh air. Hey, get that fresh air. It's important. I do that. I walk myself once a day.
You do.
Thank you for the lurk. I don't understand. How did they're shared across all instances? If you change a value, it's changed in all instances. You have to make it unique. Does that include a leash? No, Granger. Sophie gets the leash. I get to free range, okay?
Your recall's pretty good.
Come on, boy. Come on, Josh. It's time to go back inside.
Come on, little goob.
This is okay. I feel like this video is good. Hold on, we don't need to look up IQ anymore. We can understand that. Light's overrated. Use tarp. It's waterproof. Okay. You can't use a tarp. How are you gonna refract the light? You need light. You can't see the tarp without the light. What was it again? Something automata?
What?
What was what was the phenomena called?
Camera obscura.
Camera obscura. Oh, here we go. Extends it, player stats. var node load the resource. Okay. How do I load this? Project settings, globals, resources, character stats, as character stats. Am I doing this right? Anybody stop me if I'm doing it wrong? Dang it. Cannot use simple export annotation because the type of the initialized value cannot be inferred. Stop. All right. I did it wrong. How do I do this? Yogi, I'm trusting you. No, you didn't read my comment. Oh, it sounds like a Harry Potter spell. That's what I said. Oh, I said it sounds like a spell.
It does.
This isn't the right way. Just because it's a working way, I feel like this isn't the right way. How do I load character stats? To custom resources. This is a 9-minute video. I'm gonna watch this. I stopped you to read my comment. Oh, you were right in me stopping because it definitely did not work. Exactly. Okay, this is what I thought. So I do it as a resource, and like this works. This works. Oh, I can set it all right here. I didn't need to drop the character into the test scene to do it. Oh my gosh, I was already doing it the correct way.
Really?
Really?
Good job. Almost done.
Let me see. So if I change the level, actually really cool looking.
Kind of hurts my eyes to look at it.
And now he's level 2. So if I refresh this and hit save and go back here, it's there. Okay, cool. These are all the character stats. He has multitasking, knowledge, creativity. Oh, you know what I forgot? Class. I have no class. Uh, Primary stats. Is that technically a stat? Let's do characteristics. I don't know how to spell characteristics. We'll do player. Okay, we're not doing leet speak. Let's do export, please. Player name. Oob. Our player class. Okay, this is going to be an enum. I don't know how to set up enums though. So I just know that it needs to be an enum. Right now we're going to be a gamer. We know your dirty teeth says a lot for your class. What? Too busy mending your toys. I'm not Al. Look at my hair. Look at this beautiful hair. And look at this beautiful, almost grown facial hair, which is going to be gone in a couple days. I still haven't even watched Toy Story. And now I'm never going to watch it. Don't get out of here, Deflux. What do you mean where? Right here. This right here. This scraggly bits on my chin. I've been trying for years to grow a mustache and a beard and get like this goatee. Like I cannot, like right here. This is like the hardest part to grow. But it's like I have to keep shaving it, and I look like a baby when I don't have any facial hair. The bum fluff. Yeah, exactly. The bum fluff. I don't know, I've just never been able to grow facial hair that well, but it's growing a lot better than it used to the older I get. Which probably means I'm gonna have a very, very slick bald head and then a full goatee. I feel like I'm gonna fall into that trope.
Your dad has a nice head of hair.
So does my grandpa. So I'm hoping that I follow that trend. Okay, what if I created a new resource? We're gonna call this player classes. Okay, and then we do a new GD script. And then we do extends resource. Enums are just enum name. How do you define them in this though? You know what? I probably don't need a resource for the player classes. Oh yeah, I do, because the classes are gonna have like starting modifier stats and stuff like that. I don't know why I keep going to that. Not what I wanted. How do I even use the enum? Okay, so it's an object. Okay. So would I do the enum? I feel like that's not right. I wouldn't do like the class as an enum, right? Like an enum would be something that doesn't change, right? Would I do like a dictionary? Meowletary, am I selling any games? No, I'm not selling any games. But I do have a website. averagegamestudio.com. If you want to play any of my games, you can check that out. I think they're all free. I don't think I'm like selling, but if you wanted to give me some money for a game, anything on itch, I think has the option to like donate. Totally not necessary. These are games made in game jams, and they're just fun to play, just little games. Like especially Quiet Quitter, you can actually go play that on GX Games. And look at that, it's got a leaderboard. T-Bone is still undefeated. Nobody has toppled T-Bone's time of quiet quitting.
Was determined.
He was the fastest quitter. Probably just sneaking and walking and sprinting his way to the victory. Watch this. I can grab the coffee and the box all in one go. Good art for jam games. Thank you. I only did the art for these three. I did Adventure Cube art. But these top three, I just started like learning how to do like hand drawn digital art. So these last two feature that. Quiet Quitter, I did in Illustrator, just with mouse and keyboard, just drew some shapes. I did do Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, I did quite a few of these, but like Bedtime Lights Out, Crypt of the Old Gods, I Can Has, uh, Gravemark, Kingdoms Will Fall. These are all games that I've made with other people. One of Us, Western Shooter with Kittens. That was a fun one. And What's in Your Mouth, actually. Stellar Frog. She made the art for this, and then I like textured it to make it look like it was fabric.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time doing that.
You play our little dog, Soapy, and you go and uh you eat poop and toys. It's great. You got like 60 seconds. Think you could create a game based on Pokemon, but instead of catching Pikachu, you could catch a fox, a deer, a crocodile. You'd be like a zookeeper. That would be sick. That would be sick. Somebody hop on that. Yogi, that's a good game idea. You can't use Pokeballs or like the capture methods because those are being patented, but you could like use nets. That's a great idea, Yogi. I like, why isn't that a thing? Like being a zookeeper. And you go capture exotic animals and you've got an Australian accent. Arnar. Safari balls. Okay, so I wouldn't use enums for this. But I could use like a dictionary. See, I don't want to use class in the name. Um, dang, how can I use char class name? This would be string. I guess I'll intern for now. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out too. Not fighting Team Rocket, but you could battle poachers. I really think that's what the whole Pokemon story is based on. It's got to be like Zookeeper with poachers, kind of a setup, right? It just makes literally too much sense when you mentioned it. Like, you character class. So I don't know how to set these up, but I think just starting it like this would be good. So I'm gonna have to do a class, but could I do? See, I need to figure out how to like reference between these. Like, how do you import resources to use? Is it literally just... Can I just do that? And then import player classes? Where is it? So if I did that, intern entry level position, okay. But I would want it to be like a selected one. I wouldn't want to specifically name this. So that's going to take a little bit of work there. Their class. Okay. So we're not going to do enums. Let's just keep watching this a little bit. Oh, okay. You only load a resource one time. Oh, I don't know when the timer for standing stopped, but I'm going to sit down. My feet do hurt. Okay. If you get a standing mat, it can help a lot with foot pain issue. Yeah, I've got one in my office, but I wear shoes when I stand at my gaming desk. I know it's weird. I know it's weird. We've talked about it, but arch support is amazing. And I've got like a topographical standing mat, so I can like stretch and stuff and like have that big old metal ball under my foot. Not metal, middle, like this like foam. Anyways. No, you're good. You're good, Seto. Thank you for the recommendation. Hey, welcome in, Fox Hollow Games. Your first time chatting, I swear you've been here before, dude. Welcome in, though. How you doing? Look at this. One of these. One of these. Look at them. These things are amazing. This is exactly what I have. You guys want to say it's weird that I wear shoes? Well, this guy's weird for wearing shoes on this mat that is clearly made for your bare feet. So you need one of these, Seto. Invest, dude. I think I spent like too much money on mine. I think it was like 75 or $100 or something, but it is worth every penny. I've had it for years. It hasn't lost any of its shape. It still looks exactly like this. And then like this little ball right here or whatever, this bump, it fits into the middle of your foot perfectly and it feels great when you have foot pain. You just step on this thing. There we go. This is exactly what I have right here. First time chatting in this reality. Whoa. That's too deep. That's too deep. Fox Hollow Games, jumping realities. If something like that and it's amazing, oh, I know. Invest in one, everybody. Invest in one. If you have a standing desk, look at this. You have this little thing where you can move it with your heel. It's got a teardrop because that explains everything. It's got this front rail where you can like step on it. Everything you can step on. That's they're wearing shoes in the image. I know the red jaybird. I can't believe they're wearing shoes. It gets me. Like, don't wear your shoes with these things. It's meant for bare feet. Well,
Is it? What if you're in an
socks.
office?
It's made for socks. Well, if you're in an office, okay, fair. I would still take my shoes off. I don't care.
In the office.
Welcome in the red jaybird. Oh, we got a lot of first time chatters in here. I'm waking everybody up. Step on them haters. My only complaint with my mat is just how it's flat. So something like this is perfect. Yeah, and you can still stand flat. Like this little flat area in between these, you can still stand just fine, and that's what that's for. You can stand on it backwards. You can stand on it to stretch your calves. This part's raised up quite a bit. It's worth every second, every penny. Release the cheese. Everybody's like, whoa, what's that smell? Everybody's standing barefoot in the office.
Gross.
Yeah, it does enforce good foot distancing too, so you're not standing with your feet so close because there's that bump there. But then you can also step on the bump and you get a little foot massage. Don't take your shoes off around Americans. They get so flustered to see your naked socks. You're telling me. You're telling me. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, with socks on, fine. Now, if you're walking around barefoot, I like to protect my feet. Like, I can't walk around outside barefoot. I'll step in like grass or sand barefoot and stuff, but out on the street, that stuff's icky. Icky.
Eek.
It's the topic of ergonomics that gets people going. Oh, it sure does. Yeah, I've got an ergonomic chair, not the one I'm sitting in, but I have one. Got a standing desk. I try to keep my posture good. Oh, the arch massage on those mats are amazing. Top tier. Also, for anybody that's coming in, I'm the average goob. We have an ad break in progress. While that's going, I'm just going to keep watching this resource video. Barefoot is 2 foot knuckly for me in a professional environment. I can't imagine barefoot in a professional environment. That's pretty funny. Foot knuckly. Okay, that's my thing. I should have created a new script. Ah, it inherits the resource. Okay. Oh, he has his class names at the top. Should I be doing that? I heard this is good. This is good, like, practice to do that. Made up the term, but it gave the right visuals, I feel. It gave me too many visuals, Jaybird. Too many. I imagine exactly what you're talking about.
The imagined visuals, I think, are worse than the real thing, though.
You just imagine, like, the worst version of a foot, really. Zalatath? Okay, I just want to... This is what I wanted to show, alright? There's a boss in World of Warcraft called Zalatath. I want you to look at this. The second search suggestion is Xalatath feet. Not WoW, not Xalatath's bargain, which is the ability in the game. It's feet. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Oh, so I shouldn't be tying these two scripts? Where are these scripts? Show me the money. It's a built-in script for this resource. Is this... That's no bueno. Okay. Did I do this wrong? Sounds like an OnlyFans sub. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's a boss in WoW. But like they seem to want to show her feet a lot for some reason.
Her bare feet.
Her bare feet. Okay. So I did this wrong. Yo! Yogi redeeming the engaged focus mode. All right. Well, anybody that's in here, we got focus mode for the next 5 minutes. So I will be chilling, figuring this out while you follow along, and I will see you in 5 minutes. Thank you for the redeem. Yes. Focus mode for the win. Thank you so much for that focus mode. Welcome back, everyone. In the focus mode, I figured out that I did something wrong. I knew that I was doing this wrong because it just wasn't working, right? I had to create a custom script with my stats, and then I had to make a resource that extended or used those stats.
You did it.
I did it.
Good job.
Thank you. So I think this is it. I think that was the setup there because then I can go to the player and I can set the stats to a character stats. This is exactly what I needed. Focus mode is exactly what I needed. Load stats? That's weird. And I was trying to be destructive. Nah, you were helpful. Ha ha ha. Very helpful, actually. Thank you. I mean, I needed to focus up anyways. Oh, all right. Let's see here. All right, this is perfect. Got all this working. Already 1:13 a.m. already? Oh man. Could use an ergonomic swing to hang from my shoulders as I work. What? An ergonomic swing. All right. New goal unlocked for working. Try to edit and export your 2024 catalog. Why are you doing this so late, Yogi? That's so late to be working on something. I'm in bed by midnight at the latest. Okay. This is interesting. So I'm gonna have to do stats for everything. This is what's the worst part about game dev is setting all this stuff up. But it's coming together. I'm gonna have to migrate all my movement code and everything. And then I'm gonna have to extend and somehow access this. So like let me do a func on ready. Oh, is it just ready? Yeah. Let's print stats dot level. Oh. Export. This would be an on ready. Oh, I do need export. Can you export on ready? Because you got into something and you won't stop. Plus, I'm a career through the day. Okay. Yeah, when I get into something I can't get my mind off of, it's like I'm just gonna be doing anyways. Hey, welcome in, Bun Bun. It's really late for you. What are you doing up? told you, can't be just jumping in to mod that late. How you been? If it's an RPG stats, I recommend making a mathematical model that fills everything out automatically, but if you're just making a jam game or maybe you don't care. No. This is not a jam game. This is my long-term project. So I will have something that fills in the stats. I'll have like a progression system that when you level and everything. I'm just figuring out how to connect these resources. I've never actually used resources to populate stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do because there's no way I am doing each one of these manually one by one. Carer. Okay, you care for your mom during the day. Okay, that's right. Oh, I thought you were saying like you have a career during the day. I guess technically a caregiver would be kind of like that. Honorable for you to take care of your mom. On ready var stats character at export var estats. Yeah, because I don't want to load up each stat individually, but I do want to load the stats in that I set. So like if I were to set this here, I'd want to load these up. I mean, these are the starting stats anyways, so like... Interesting. Character stats at export var estats equals stats. Can you do that? No, it's still on base type nil, so it's saying this doesn't equal anything. Can I do on ready stats? Oh, I wouldn't have to reset that. What am I doing? No, that's fine. I'll figure it out. The title screen was tight. Thanks. It's gonna be like a desktop background. We have like different icons as you progress. Thinking taking like the furthest load save or something. Kind of like what Pirate Software does with his game. Like your character's bedroom has like things you've collected throughout your journey. That's pretty cool. You're playing pretend in GTA RP, being an EMT, saving officers, even though your character doesn't trust or like them. That's great. Oh, there was a major shootout. That's not great. Did I watch the music video? Yes, Bun Bun. I watched the music video, and I'm still not 100% sure what the advertisement was for. Was it for like was it like a made up thing? Like a totally made up thing, or was it for like a real product? It was like that ship, right? It was all over the place for sure. Okay, it was all made up. Okay, I like that's what I was like. If it's for anything other than the spaceship, I didn't catch it. It was pretty funny though. Okay, so I need stats equals character stats, load stats. What? I'm bringing this over to my other monitor so I can see it at the same time. Okay. So they set up a var stats. Character stats equals null. Okay. And then we have an on ready here. I'm just going to use this as the example. How does this... That doesn't make any sense. How can this set anything if that doesn't exist? Just seeing an export, not an on ready. Yeah. I don't know what... This doesn't make any sense. How can they have this referencing something that's set to null? In this tutorial? I'm not gonna lie, I think this one that you just sent me was one I've used before. This is what I did though, and it wasn't taking this in. Here. We'll do at export var class resource. And this would be character stats. We'll do stats resource. Saw that link as I was returning to my room and jumped out of my chair, but just a cool viewer. What link? Okay, then we do func, ready, print, statres.health. Let's just do name. No freaking way. I literally did that. Did I not set it? That worked. Oh yeah, they did. I sent a tutorial link. It's good. It's good. We're allowed YouTube links. I see. I see. It made you jump, like it was like right as you're leaving, you saw the link go. Gotcha. Makes sense now. But no, we allow YouTube until somebody abuses it. Okay, that's... I literally did that, right? If I go back in my stream and it wasn't this already, I swear I did this. Is it because I did this? Oh, I think I renamed it and it maybe emptied it out. No, see, look at that. See? So it must be something with the stats name. Yeah, that's what it is. It must be a reserved word. I wonder if there's like a thing for reserved words. Let's see. Oh, reserved words. All right, here we go. Did I miss something? It's not reserved. Okay. Honestly, there's not that many reserved keywords or anything like that, so that's good. Oh, code regions. I didn't even think about this. I haven't even looked through the GD script basics. Everything I knew about code I've been learning through tutorials, videos, courses. Yeah, I need to chill in the docs a little bit more. But that's weird. So the character stats works, but stats doesn't. That's fine. So if I set this here, would you player class? The GD Quest course is great, right? That's I mentioned that earlier in the stream. That is one of the courses that I have. Okay, this is interesting. So it changes for everything, even though I changed it right here. So, okay, that's why I created the character stats as a script here, so that I can make different kinds of players. Like, I could do another resource for character stats, and we can call this dev stats. And then I can go here, goob the dev, right? Developer, 99th level, a million health. That's probably not really a million. I think it's like 100k. 100k health, 1000 energy, patience, move speed, 800, base damage, 9001. And then if I go over to the player, so I've got the intern stats, but if I drop in dev stats, boom. So it should say player name is developer, or the class name, sorry, is developer. Okay. That is really cool. I feel like I've learned quite a bit with this already. And I think this is a better way to organize things. We'll start with the intern, but I can see that intern is here, so I can clear it out. And then if I go to the intern, it's cleared out. But if I add it here, so this is referenced one time as the resource. And then if I go to the player, it's there. Okay, cool. Now, can I change that at the scene level by going to this player, whom is not really on the board? They're over here in the corner of the party. If I go in here to the intern stats here and change this, does that change it for everything? Yes. So it's referenced one time, used throughout the project. Okay. That makes sense, just like they said in the video. I'm going to make the class like a dynamic thing though, so. There he is. Okay. Makes sense. All right. That is going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to call it here and we're going to go raid somebody, but I will be live again. Oh, I don't know. Probably a couple times this week.
Thursday.
Definitely will be live on Thursday. And if you're not following the channel, but you want to see me wear my Halloween costume on Thursday, then we just need 8 more followers. So I'll be streaming a couple times before then, hopefully. Maybe at least one time. You're just gonna go lurk? No, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna send you over to another developer that you can lurk in if you want, or go to bed. But yeah, so I'll be live again. And if you just check 7 p.m. Eastern, I might be playing some games this week a little bit. but definitely Thursday at 7 p.m. for a Halloween stream. I'm thinking about maybe a spooky game. I'll find one that's scary enough for me. I'm not scared of anything. All right, let's go raid Tom Millman. They are working on their video game. Says come up with a game dev title about spies and sabotage and put it here. So let's go hang out there and show them a little bit of goob. Nope, nope, no, don't show them goob. Show them the goob goobs. If you got them, flaunt them. It looks like we just hit a nice ad break too. So thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here, Granger. Appreciate it. Yogi, have a good night. Get your calendar done. Seus, thank you for your help tonight. Bun Bun, thanks for stopping by. Seto, again, thanks for the raid. Everybody, enjoy your night. I'll see you in the next one.
Good night.
Bye.